The welcome will be brought to you by the Division Chief Investment and Trade Inter-American Development Bank, and it comes by way of Señor Jaime Granados. Por favor, put your hands together and let us welcome him.
Good morning, everyone, on this second day of Invest in Jamaica 2022, and thank you all in attendance today. First, I would like to thank Jamaica's authorities, including the Minister, Dr. Norman Dunn. I had the pleasure of chatting with him a little bit this morning, and of course to Jampro for all the joint work for the organization of this important investment summit. My team and I are happy to see the excellent results of close collaboration and joint efforts with Jampro's team. Diane, you've made it again. Congratulations. Yesterday, we had the privilege of listening to various enriching panel conversations on productive sectors that are critical to the country's economic growth and development. These include sectors such as knowledge-based services, logistics, manufacturing, and tourism. The day was capped off with intense B2B matchmaking sessions in the afternoon that resulted in important business leads and opportunities for Jamaica, which is why we are here supporting this event. On this second day, and the last day, unfortunately, we will be discussing Jamaica as an investment destination in agribusiness, special economic zones, and the financial landscape. To begin today, I want to make a deep dive in an industry that is a priority for both the country of Jamaica as well as for the IDB's Trade and Investment Division, which I lead. And I'm talking about knowledge-based services. To make sure that we are all on the same page today and avoid confusions, let me first define what knowledge services are, or knowledge-based services. Usually found under the WTO nomenclature of other business services, examples of knowledge-based services range from, but are of course not limited to, software development, video and animation production, legal and accounting services, architectural and seismic services, data analytics, web design, telemedicine, and many, many more that you are already familiar here in Jamaica. Jamaica exports of these services ascend to $929 million in 2021. This represented a more than 110% growth from 2020 and accounted for more than 30% of total services exports, which, if we realize that the latter figure includes touristic services, it is easy to realize that this figure in Jamaica is quite substantial, given how beautiful and attractive this country is for tourists. Having said this, let me give you 5 reasons that we at the IDB believe countries like Jamaica should continue heavily betting on the development of these industries. The first one, service exporters are more productive than goods exporters. Studies show that the former have productivity levels 7% points higher than the latter. Second, service companies are important employment generators and contribute to the diversification of country export baskets. In fact, the services sector absorbs on average 63% of employment in the region. Number 3, because they are not subject to volatility in commodity market prices, service exports tend to be more resilient than good exports, and this is particularly something relevant now during the current COVID-19 crisis. During this crisis, while the travel sector contracted by 68% worldwide in 2020, particularly in the Q4, some services such as technology and computing managed to grow 9% in the same period. Number 4, knowledge-based services exports show even higher growth. Between 2005 and 2018, the cumulative growth of knowledge-based services global exports reached 145% compared to less than 90% for goods. Number 5, since knowledge-based services companies tend to have greater digital and technological components, this implies lower initial capital investments, which make this sector more prone to investment by SMEs and individual entrepreneurs. And I would like to add a 6th dimension, the fact that very often, and we have found this, the gender dimension of the service export industry is higher than other services and good production. So there are 6 major reasons why services, particularly knowledge-based services, are particularly important. And this is not only pure theory, it permeates into practice and reality. International firms are already setting their eyes and investing in Jamaica. Over 65 companies that offer call centers or BPO in Jamaica, creating more than 40,000 jobs and contributing $900 million to the economy annually. For example, Jampro announced that Ventrica, a leading UK full-service customer manager outsourcer, specialized in customer insights, data analytics, and social media management, has chosen to set up operations in the country and plans to employ up to 300 people in its first year of business. I mean, we are certain that many other firms will follow suit. Given these converging tides, what are we doing at the IDB to support the region in this matter? We see a very clear opportunity here to further diversify from trading goods to trading services, specifically knowledge-based services. To this end, we are working with special dedication on knowledge-based services in several countries where we have approved programs for more than $130 million US in this area. Specifically in Jamaica in 2018, the IDB approved the Skills Development Program for Global Services for $15 million. Its main objective is to promote the growth of the global services sector, the GSS in Jamaica, particularly in higher value-added segments, by providing the sector with better skilled workers and by increasing Jamaica's institutional capacity to attract FDI and increase exports. Under this loan, we have not only supported initiatives such as Invest Jamaica 2022, but also events like Outsource to Jamaica 2021, hosted by private sector focused organizations such as the Global Services Association of Jamaica. Second, activities to encourage risk assessment and strategic development of the sector, such as the Global Digital Services Strategy, a disaster risk management framework, and a sustainability plan for the industries. Supported efforts also to enhance the image and awareness related to the GSS in Jamaica to further enhance investors' interest and confidence in the sector. So to finish my remarks this morning, I want to give you a glimpse of a few of the sectors that will be discussed throughout the day. Jamaica's agribusiness industry contributes around 15% of the country's GDP, and its size ascends to almost $2 billion. Jamaica's investment opportunities reside in high-demand products. We have heard already products such as yam, potatoes, Scotch bonnet pepper, ginger, pimento, cocoa, coffee, papaya, rum, sauces, and spices, and many others that we have enjoyed throughout our stay here in Jamaica these days. Second, in terms of special economic zones, Jamaica possesses the largest port community system in the English-speaking Caribbean with 6 seaports and 2 airports. To this end, the bank's integration and trade sector is supporting the development of smart port roadmaps in Jamaica via non-reimbursable technical cooperations. In fact, tomorrow we're going to visit some of these ports, and we brought a lot of Latin American people to this event so as to see this nice experience here in Jamaica. Also, the country's Global Logistic Hub initiative is expected to create close to 90,000 direct jobs. 3, in terms of the financial sector landscape, I want to point out that the Jamaica Stock Exchange was recognized by Bloomberg as #1 performing exchange in the world in 2015 and 2018. Yeah, exactly. That deserves wide recognition. While the country market's capitalization increased from 35% to 85% of GDP from 2010 to 2020, a figure which is much larger than the Latin American and the Caribbean average of 46%, according to IDB's studies generated this year. Without further ado, I want to congratulate everyone in this meeting. We have found this event particularly inspiring. We have enjoyed the country's hospitality, warmth, charm, and culture. This is without a doubt the place to be. Let us continue being enlightened by hearing about Jamaica's investment potential from Honorable Dr. Norman Dunn, State Minister of Jamaica's Ministry of Industry, Investment, and Commerce. Thank you very much.